98.7 WFGR. That is Walk This Way from Aerosmith. It's 8:47. Andy O, Dave Cagley, and a couple of guests that we've been talking about coming in this morning. First of all, it is Tiana Davidson, correct? Oh, I got to turn your mic on, don't I?
There we go.
It's my first day at this. I'm just trying to figure out how everything works. Tiana Davidson.
Yes, good morning.
The American Diabetes Association. Welcome. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Let's talk a little bit about the American Diabetes Association. You know, people come through time and time again. Everybody's got an important cause. Everybody's got an important thing to get the word out about. But I don't think there's anybody I know that's not affected by diabetes in some way, shape, or form.
Well, yes, there's over 26 million Americans that have diabetes, over 14 million Americans that don't even know they have the disease, and by 2050, half of the U.S. population is predicted to have the disease.
Where is this coming from? Is it coming from us sitting on our big duffs and doing nothing? And
yes, some of it is, yes, because out of the 26 million, 90% of that is type 2, which can be controlled by exercise and diet, and the other 10% roughly is type 1, which you have no control.
Right.
So it is an epidemic, and you know, its portion sizes, if you look back in the 60s and 70s, what a bagel used to look like, it doesn't look like what it looks like now.
Right.
And we just, we want more. You know, it's like the AT&T commercial.
Yeah.
And we just can't have more.
Kind of like that movie Wall-E, buy in large. Keep as much coming in as you can, right?
Exactly.
Talk a little bit about the work you guys do to help people out that, you know, just find out they've got diabetes, that kind of thing.
Sure. Well, we put on 3 events here in Grand Rapids throughout the year, and they're fundraisers that we put into research. And in Michigan, I'm pretty proud that we put over $4.5 million in research into finding a cure for diabetes. But we also have special programs for type 2 people that have diabetes. If you go to diabetes.org, there's lots of research and or programs and information that, can help somebody that's newly diagnosed.
Yeah.
And this Father of the Year event is just one of our events that we do as a fundraiser where we honor 5 local gentlemen, and we are giving them this honor of them being a great dad, good businessman, giving back to the community. And the funds we raise will go into research.
And you brought one of these great dads with you,
I did.
Emerich.
That's right.
Is Emerich or Emerich?
Emerich. Yep.
Now, here's what you don't know about Henry. He's like a prosecutor. Yeah, be careful. Especially
former prosecutor.
Former prosecutor. Well, you still have friends. Don't get me wrong.
I
and you know what? This guy over here.
What?
Just saying, an investigation wouldn't hurt.
Into what?
KAE.
Okay, no, let's not be no.
What?
Let's not be getting into spelling of anything.
See how red he's turning, Henry?
No.
Look at him.
You never look a prosecutor in the eye, or former one. You don't do it. I cannot maintain eye contact.
Look at him.
With this
He's
man.
got your number.
You got it. Yeah.
So how do you have time to do? I mean,
don't change the subject. Go ahead.
Fine. No, I was just going to ask, how did you, when you were a prosecutor, how did you find time to juggle family? Because you're putting bad guys in prison.
Right.
You're putting them away,
right.
And you got a family to raise and give back to the community. How do you balance your time with a career that is all that encompassing?
Well, I think one of the things you learn to get along with a lot less sleep.
Yeah.
You juggle. I remember many a time, you work certain hours and you come home, you do your thing with your kids and all of that, then you put them to bed and then you go back to work. Now it's kind of nice because we can access, remotely from home and whatnot, all our computer stuff and all of that, but a lot less sleep, a lot less sleep, but it's about balance.
Henry, talk about your role with the American Diabetes Association and how you came to be one of the Fathers of the Year.
Well, I was nominated apparently by their board. I'm not quite sure how all of that plays out, but I have a sneaking suspicion one of my son-in-laws had something to do with it. But I was nominated. Tiana came to me along with George Aquino and asked me about whether I'd be interested. If told me about what it was, told me about the kind of things they were looking for, and I said sure, I'd be happy to. I mean, I was certainly humbled.
Sure.
But anybody that's ever sat down with Tiana for about 5 minutes, it's really hard to say no to her. She's got a great smile. She's got a great attitude, and she really, really does an awesome job of pushing her cause.
She looks like she could twist an arm or two, too.
Yeah.
I have that feeling.
Most
she
of the people
probably
in these
could.
roles where
Right.
there's fundraising involved look like they can twist an arm or two.
Absolutely, but there really wasn't any twisting arms. I mean, I've been involved in a number of community endeavors my entire career. I think that one of the things I've tried to teach my kids is that it's not just about you.
Right.
It's about giving back to the community, whether it's, getting involved with your kid's baseball team and finally becoming a coach, getting on the board, raising money for the hockey association, being a booster president so the kids have, the opportunities to play the athletics, whatever it is. You know what? Get involved, do something.
Yeah.
Don't just talk about it.
Right.
Get out there and do something about it. That's the one thing I've always tried to teach my kids is, there's more to this than just yourselves.
Sure.
Right.
And, that's important.
It's
It
a message.
really
It's
is.
a
And
message that's been lost.
Oh, no question.
big time. And, I mean, I look at what we've done at the Boys and Girls Club for almost 20 years and the things that we've done for the kids in our community that don't have the opportunities my kids have had or Tiana's kids or any of our kids. And it's really, it's pretty eye-opening when you look at that. And having come pretty much from nothing myself, you learn that it's all about giving back, regardless of who you are or what you have.
That's awesome. That's a great attitude and something that everybody should take away. Now, I understand the event, Tiana, is pretty much sold out.
Yes.
That's all right. We're here to give some recognition. We're cool with
Yeah.
that. What if people wanted to become involved? How would they go about getting a hold of you, and how would they go about, learning more about the ADA?
Sure. I would say the best thing is to go to diabetes.org.
Okay.
And find our local office there. We're right here in Grand Rapids. But if they want to get involved, if this event sounds interesting to them, there's opportunities to be on the planning committee for next year.
Ooh.
And then, if they're interested and want to attend it, would have to reach out to me earlier for next year to get a seat for,
Sure.
to attend.
Well, good enough.
Very
We
nice.
appreciate. He should be nominated too because he feeds his kids fish sticks 3 days a week.
Well, they need a serving. He needs a serving of fish, and fish sticks count. I saw that on Oprah.
I was raised on fish sticks and
all right,
macaroni and
look at
cheese.
her.
So.
Oh my gosh!
I'm going to lose this battle.
Yeah, you lost the argument.
Henry, Tiana, thanks so much for
you.
coming
Thank
in.
you.
All the best of luck to the big fundraiser for the American Diabetes Association. We'll put more of this up online at WFGR.com as well.
Thank
and
you
again,
very much.
KAE.
Okay, that's enough.
CHELE.
Stop.
David Allen.
Okay.
98.7